Two of England's great cup sides, both recent winners of this event, go head-to-head for another big day out at Wembley. It was right on for Arsenal in the last round as they put paid to league leaders Newcastle thanks to an inspired performance by the evergreen Ian Wright. Goals number 138 and 139 of his Highbury career. But Villa hope it's all Dwight on the night. Caribbean-born Dwight York has been a ray of sunshine for the Claret and Blues. 16 goals for the season and 6th in the last 5 games. The Coca-Cola Cup semi-final first leg. It's Arsenal against Aston Villa. Live and exclusive from Highbury Stadium. Good evening. Tonight we have two proud clubs who between them have reached the final of this competition no fewer than 11 times. Arsenal 5 times, Villa 6 times. So are we going to get a classic Terra Venables, or do you think it's going to be a little bit tight?
I don't think there'll be any fencing. I think it's going to be fast, it's going to be furious, and there's going to be little space around, although both sides I think will have tactical tussles here tonight. OK, well, let's have a look at the team sheet straight away. And Arsenal really still no Adams, no Bold, no Platt, but this is the side that won at Forest on Saturday. That was a great boost for him for this game. And I think that the problem that Mayer have is Johnston. Although we know that they've got a lot of movement in their side, Johnston seems to get himself free a lot. I know they're talking about York, but I think this boy coming from the middle will outnumber him in the middle of the park. And then, of course, you've got, they'll have the problem of Bergkamp. Aston Villa have got 3 centre-halves. They'll have to make a decision whether to bring one out and mark him because he goes deep, or stay together and let him come to them. OK, well, that's the Arsenal situation. This is the Villa side, pretty settled. Best defensive record in the Premiership, only 18 goals conceded, Terry. That's right. They're a stout-hearted defensive side. McGrath, of course, is not playing in Staunton. He's playing the back, as he did on Saturday. And as you can see, Johnston is in that clever little position. They'll get their width from their full-backs instead of the forwards, and Johnston will be roaming free consistently, and I think that is something, if they haven't got a game plan for him, it can be a thorn in the side. OK, Terry, thank you very much. We're all set for this Coca-Cola Cup semi-final first leg. Arsenal and Aston Villa. Let's join our commentary team tonight. Ian St John alongside first Brian Moore.
Good evening, everybody. Well, here on the commentary position, we're certainly looking forward to what should be a very, very good night indeed of cup-tie football. Well, it's going to be Villa in a change strip of blue. We'll be getting the game underway. Wembley 2 stops away. Europe 3 stops. The prizes now certainly are big ones as Villa get us underway, attacking the goal to our left. Off Lee Dixon. Bookmakers, in fact, have made Arsenal 6-5 favourites to win this particular game here tonight, although, of course, there's another leg to come in Villa, at Villa Park, a week tonight. Referee is Paul Durkin from Portland in Dorset. Villa in such tremendous form, as Bob was saying. They've won 7 of their last 9 games. And Bruce Rioch saying before tonight that victory that Arsenal had against Forest on Saturday was so important, that football really is all about confidence, and Arsenal needed just that little bit of a boost of confidence, which Bergkamp has given them here with a good run. With Winterburn on the far side, Wright's waiting in the middle. This is Glenn Helder, the Dutchman, crossing in with the right foot, and little Alan Wright getting it away. Helped there by his skipper, Andy Townsend. The chase is on. Linnigan against Dwight York. And back it goes to David Seaman. Arsenal won here 2-0 against Villa earlier this season when, by his own estimation, manager Brian Little got the Villa tactics wrong. They were a little too cautious. They'll not want to concede anything here tonight, that's for sure. Here's Alan Wright. Steve Staunton playing one of the 3 central defenders that have served Villa so well, that combination this season. Although, of course, Paul McGrath's on the substitute bench now. He's lost his place as Staunton comes back from injury. Linnigan with the kick for Arsenal. interception there by Gareth Southgate. Dixon hoisting it forward. Ian Wright caught offside. Well, Terry Venable said the pace would be fairly furious. A bright, brisk start, Ian.
Well, listening to both managers before the game, Brian, they were saying that they were going to attack, you know, and it's nice to know that the visiting manager, Brian Medley, said, the last time we come here, we didn't do ourselves justice.
That's right.
We're going out here to attack tonight.
And quite clearly, Arsenal would need the goals to go to a second leg at Villa Park, where Villa have been almost unbeatable this season. I think they lost 2 only at home this season.
Well, that's right. That's why this has got the makings of a game tonight. You know, both teams going all out for a victory.
York, Townsend, down the line towards Draper. Actually is hobbling a little bit. Whether he's pulled something there as he was chasing that pass from Townsend. He's very, very important for them into the middle of the field. Southgate, spare man at the back there at the moment, putting a long ball towards Tommy Johnston on the far side. Helder back there to help out. Hillier. Helder. Ooh, that's a dangerous ball he's played in there. Can't think what possessed him to do that so early in a cup tie. Right. Now the chase is on. This is where Helder should be shining. And in fact, where Ekiog did superbly to clear the danger for Villa. It's Winterburn with the throw. Helder again. Back to Nigel Winterburn. Little back heel by Bergkamp. Gary Charles. And in the end, it was knocked the ball there by Southgate. Up to Milosevic. Milosevic, formerly with Partizan Belgrade, Serb, born in Bosnia. Here he is again. Good shot by Townsend, and for a moment that ball was moving enough to cause Seaman all sorts of problems. He struck that with such ferocity and nearly snatched something out of the blue. Saint?
Well, that's from at least 30 yards, and as we know, the balls fly around the modern ball here, and that one was swerving as well.
Southgate again with a good header. Lee Dixon hit long. Bergkamp hoping to get behind it. Staunton strong and secure at the back though for Villa. In comes Linnigan, and now Draper moving a little more easily. Tackled first by Wright and then by Hillier. Gets clear of both of them. Ugo Ekiog up to Sava Milosevic. Townsend lights in some space over on this left-hand side. Alan Wright, that is. Here's Steve Staunton. Good left foot on him. Well, Ron Atkinson used to say Staunton's got a left foot like a wand, but not on that occasion.
No magic on the wand tonight.
Let's have a quick, let's have a quick look at the subs. Parlour, Hartson and Morrow for Arsenal. McGrath, Taylor and a young goalkeeper, Michael Oates, for Aston Villa.
No goalkeeper for Arsenal on the bench. No. I always think that's, you know, not a wise ploy at all.
It's Arsenal's throw. The winners, of course, to meet at Wembley on March the 24th. The winners of the other semi-final between Birmingham City and Leeds United. Dixon. Right, just caught offside. As I was saying, defeated only twice at home this season. Chelsea was the first. I saw Liverpool beat them in a terrific game at Villa Park a fortnight ago. But John Barnes was telling me afterwards, Saint, that Villa probably were the best side they faced this season.
Well, the defensive record is fantastic, isn't it? You know,
18 goals only in something like 27 matches.
Well, that's usually the champions run that kind of, you know, goals against record.